Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are talking about a meeting that's getting a lot of attention across South Africa. The Department of Health is expected to meet with Operation Dudula representatives in the middle of the movement's ongoing anti-foreigner campaign. This meeting has already raised eyebrows, sparked debates, and drawn strong opinions from different corners of the country. Stay with me until the end so you can hear where this information comes from and verify it for yourself. Operation Dudula is no stranger to controversy. Known for their stance on illegal immigration, the movement has been vocal and active in pushing for the removal of undocumented foreign nationals from South Africa. Over the past months, we've seen their members outside hospitals, clinics, and even community centers, demanding that foreign nationals, especially those without proper papers, should not be prioritized in public services. They argue that South Africans are struggling enough as it is, and that the system cannot carry everyone. Now, the Department of Health stepping in for talks might seem like a step towards finding solutions, but it also raises many questions. Will this be a constructive conversation aimed at addressing the challenges in our healthcare system, or will it deepen the divisions we are already seeing? For many ordinary South Africans, this hits close to home. If you've ever had to wait in a long clinic queue, only to be turned away or told to come back another day, you'll understand why emotions are running high. The Health Department says the purpose of the meeting is to address the concerns being raised by Operation Dudula while also ensuring that the country's laws and constitutional obligations are upheld. This is a tricky balance. On one hand, our constitution guarantees access to healthcare for everyone in the country, regardless of nationality. On the other hand, there are growing frustrations among South Africans who feel like the system is overstretched and under pressure. Some healthcare workers have quietly admitted that the pressure is real. Many hospitals and clinics are struggling with limited staff, shortages of medicines, and a constant influx of patients. Add to that the fact that some of these patients come from neighboring countries seeking better medical care, and you can see why tempers might flare. But we also have to remember that behind every statistic is a human being, someone's mother, father, or child, just trying to survive. This is where things get sensitive. Critics of Operation Dudula's approach say their tactics are aggressive and target vulnerable people. We've seen videos online of patients being questioned about their nationality in waiting rooms. For some, this is seen as standing up for South Africans, for others, it's an unnecessary form of intimidation. Either way, the upcoming meeting will have to address not just the legal side of the matter, but also the human side. It's also worth noting that this isn't just a healthcare issue. The debate touches on unemployment, housing, crime, and even the state of our economy. When people feel like resources are limited, tensions rise, and scapegoating becomes tempting. But the real question is whether removing foreign nationals from public hospitals will truly solve the problems in our health system, or whether it's just a temporary distraction from deeper issues like corruption, poor management, and underfunding. Some South Africans are hopeful that the meeting could lead to clearer policies. For example, if the government can strengthen border control, improve patient record systems, and ensure that hospitals are properly resourced, then perhaps the tension between locals and foreigners could be eased. Others believe the meeting might just be a political performance, with little actual change coming out of it. We also can't ignore the regional aspect. South Africa is part of the Southern African Development Community, which means we have certain obligations to neighboring countries. If we start limiting access to essential services for foreign nationals, we might face backlash and strained relations with those nations. But at the same time, if we keep ignoring the concerns of South African citizens, we risk further unrest and division inside our own borders. For now, all eyes are on this meeting. Will it be a turning point towards more balanced policies, or will it simply fuel more confrontation? The Department of Health has promised transparency in the process, but given the emotions involved, it won't be an easy road. Whatever your views on Operation Dudula and their campaign, one thing is certain, this conversation is not going away anytime soon. The healthcare system is under pressure, people are frustrated, and politicians are feeling the heat. Whether the outcome of this meeting will calm the storm or stir it up even more, only time will tell. Before I wrap up, I just want to remind you, if you find this kind of news important, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the updates. And remember to keep an open mind. Sometimes the issues are more complicated than they seem at first glance. All images used are for illustration purposes only. What do you think? Should Operation Dudula have a say in how our hospitals operate, or should healthcare be kept completely free of politics?